Around 5 years ago, I used to have my fashion brand. I also sold some of the pieces myself as well. And that was when I got to experience firsthand that behind every perfect piece, there were trials and errors which created a pile of leftover materials. But for some reason, it was so hard for me to just throw that leftover material away. I just felt that they were too good to end up in the trash or landfill somewhere in the world. So I chose to keep those leftover fabrics, the pieces where I had made mistakes on, the small cut-offs from the main patterns, or the tiny pieces of fabric. I kept them all and stored all of them in a bag and put them in my inventory, hoping that one day I would have time to create something beautiful out of these leftovers again. And recently I finally made a decision to give this material a try and launch a brand of my dream that will use these leftover fabrics to create one-of-a-kind upcycled pieces. So we are now creating a piece of a cup. When it finished, it will look something like this, and it will be cup in the shape of shell because that is the inspiration of this collection. Almost every stage of this design will be finished by hand. So it's been a busy week this week and I want a lot of things to finish because I'm just starting doing this brand, and I'm struggle between to do different things. Now there are two things that I'm focused the most is to create the piece itself, and the second thing is the content creating. So I kinda rushed myself with everything since the beginning of the week, but this takes a lot of time. When you stitch something by hand, it takes time, and I used to rush through it, and it shows in the work itself. It's just gonna make the piece not as best as it should be. So I just had a realization today that it's supposed to be slow, so I gave myself a permission to go slow. So last night, I already finished attaching the front piece and the back piece together. So all of this is hand finishing because there is the embroidery detail here that if I use the sewing machine, it might ruin the delicate detail. And next we will be putting this on the dress form so that we can make our cup into the shape of shell. So I already finished the embroidery and draping of these two cups. It took me quite a long time to finish this, but this part of the piece gonna be the part that has the most detail going on. And this collection inspired from Venus Goddess, so you can see the detail of the shell draping going on here. Almost all of this piece is hand stitched. So each part literally creates stitch by stitch and bead by bead, petal by petal. All of these created from this stock fabric. And this will be one of a kind piece, so this will be the one and only that I will create. This part will attach for something else later, so this is a finished result of only one part.